There any hecklers in the house? Anyone want to send a heckle my way? Maybe call me a cunt? Call my mum a slag?
Your mum's a slag!
Oh, Dad's in. I just find getting to gigs can be difficult. I don't know what mode of transport to take. Do I walk? Do I take the bus? Tonight I actually came here on horseback. Someone said to me, "You came here on that?" I said, "That? My wife's got a name, mate." You think that's weird? You should see our kid. I say wife, nothing official. It seems the powers that be won't recognise the love between a man and his horse. They won't even let you marry a donkey. It's a right pain in the ass. I've always thought politicians were hypocrites, like they were fucking children left, right and centre in the 80s. It wasn't even just the Tories, it was left, right and centre. I don't like people who lie. I never normally lie. Having said that, there is no truth in this next joke I'm going to do. The first line of the joke actually gives away the fat damn lying, so listen out for that. Get ready. Here it goes. So I was having sex with this girl, and it's annoying because this particular girl always makes a really weird noise when she wants to leave a room. She kind of goes, oh yeah, and it's annoying because I never know whether she's coming or going. I'm into some pretty weird shit on my computer, like every Thursday night I'll get in, power up the old laptop, get undressed till I'm completely nude, cover myself in baby oil, and then play Football Manager all night. I don't know if you've ever played it, it's an amazing game. The problem is it takes over your life. I manage as Blackburn in the game, which is difficult because I put a lot of pressure on myself to please the fans. You know, because it's like a proper working class northern town. These people eat, sleep, breathe and jizz football. The only other thing they've got is domestic abuse, and people are trying to take that away from them. It was getting ridiculous though. It was getting to the point where I realised I was missing out on stuff, like my friends were all out partying and having sex, and I'd be in drawing up transfer targets and reading up on zonal marking. It was becoming way too addictive, so I packed it in and started taking crack. As well as Football Manager, I do actually just really like football. I'm not a big fan of rugby though, even if it's like the Six Nations. I've always thought rugby would be better if it was less shit. I've been watching a lot more football recently, not for any real reason, just because I'm going to die one day and I need to fill up the time between now and then. And masturbation doesn't take up that much time. Sometimes I wank whilst watching football. I wank to anything on the telly, even this morning, especially when Ruth and Eamon are hosting it. The sexual tension's immense. It's like watching an episode of Jim Will Fix It. I always think people should have a hobby. I'm always looking for a hobby, so recently I tried racism as a hobby, but I found there's too much commitment time-wise and I can never really get good at it, so instead I tried denying the Holocaust as a hobby, which is easier because it doesn't come up that much, and when it does, I just say it didn't happen. The problem is I always try to take things to the next level, so now I've just started trying to deny 9/11 as well, which is like, it's impossible because there's a lot of video evidence. It's like trying to deny MasterChef. The proof's in the pudding. I'm the kind of guy that likes a drink or two to unwind. The problem is though I always do really embarrassing things when I'm drunk, like donate to charity or give food to a homeless person, you know, just stuff I'll really regret in the morning. This one time I was so hammered, I must have had at least 5 UK units at this point. I walked into a takeaway and bought a whole pizza. How mental is that? I'd had a main meal already that night. Drunken me is the worst. I'm quite awkward in conversations. I can never think of anything to say. I can't perform. The words will dry up. I come too early. There are certain conversations I can deal with though. Ones that are so mundane, the response is almost pre-programmed. Like I can do the signing for a package at the front door conversation. That's an easy conversation. The guy says, "Sign here, mate." I say, "Okay." I sign, done, nailed it. I grab the butt plugs and go back into the house. I can do the pharmacy conversation. That's also easy. They say, "Here's your prescription." I say, "Thank you." I take the hemorrhoid cream and remember never to use butt plugs again. That's it from me. I'm gonna make like one of my dad's checks and bounce. The fucking loser.